This is Don Haney, News Radio KFGO. We are at the site in the northwest corner of Fargo, where there is, as you look past us and seeing all those trucks, you can't really see the heavy equipment, but this is where Amazon plans to build a 1 million square foot building there with, supposedly, we're being told, 1,000 employees. It's going to be a distribution center. It's work that has just started in the past week. The contractors here out of Wisconsin that are doing the leveling and various things with the property here on what was farmland, they're getting it ready so the construction can actually start. They're anticipating they'll get done here sometime soon, but as you can see, the trucks are steady. I told somebody this almost looks like you're at the sugar beet plant with the beet trucks, because they're lining up here, they're bringing in gravel and various things that they'll use to steady the property. It's a lot of fruit and various things, so they're going to be clearing that. So that is going to be the site of it. It's a 3-story building. Again, 1 million square feet. It's almost hard to imagine. Paul Juergens and I in the newsroom were trying to determine if there is another building in the Fargo-Moorhead metro area that actually is that large, but it's big.
And let's explain what this is, Don, because this is an Amazon distribution center.
That's an Amazon distribution center. Where we are located right now, we would be north of Hector International Airport. These vehicles are coming off what was once called Cass County Road 20. It's now 40th Avenue North. It runs east and west, of course. It'll go to I-29. Just to our west here, where the property line is, this area is covering an area along another highway, an old Highway 81 that runs adjacent to the interstate. You might be able to see some cars out there on the interstate, but it's a large tract of land, about 110 acres is what the documents had from the city of Fargo. And the Planning Commission had to go about changing and moving this piece of property inside. It's not actually, or it was not actually, in the city limits. It was what they call the extraterritorial area, and they had to annex it into the city and then change the type of property it is here from agricultural to light industrial. So there's a lot of things we don't know yet about this. We understand that once things are finalized further, that there will be further information released, probably some type of news conference, but it's quite an extensive thing. We can tell you similar projects are being built around the area. Sioux Falls has one almost identical, and they're also doing the same thing down there, and they have yet to find out a lot of the details, which we've been looking for as well. We've been working on the story for quite a while, and again, people are not allowed to speak about it because it still is, in some respects, a project that is it's in motion, but not fully defined at this time. And the way Amazon works, they don't necessarily come out with the information. As a matter of fact, they actually have code names for a lot of these projects, and I was told yesterday this is called Project 4, and it's kind of secret. It's kind of interesting to pay attention to.
Don, as of the time of this recording, have they requested a city tax break from the city of Fargo yet?
I was told that they are not. The financing we don't know specifically about. I did notice that in Sioux Falls there was some federal grant money that was going to be used in conjunction with the city. We don't know the actual financial end of this thing at this point, but obviously I know that the building alone is going to be a big bunch of money. They're a big chunk of money. And the fact, though, that they were telling me, some of the people I was talking to, that this is going to be enormous positive impact for the local economy. If in fact it is 1,000 employees, good pay, benefits, I was told, they're a good company to work for. And not only that, but I was told, just imagine, this is now part of the city, the property taxes, and this whole area. The road we're looking at right now is actually a minimum maintenance road. There's some blacktop, but then it turns to gravel, and if you go up, it's a dead end. If you look way down there, and that's the sewage lagoon, the city's sewage lagoon. So there's going to have to be, you can imagine the traffic, and with trucks coming in, with all the product and that, it's going to have to be enlarged. There's going to have to be a lot of things going on here with the water, sewer, just about everything else.
You know, Don, someone's asking here, we're on Facebook Live, and you guys can ask questions if you like. Someone is asking, how how many millions in tax breaks are they getting?
We were told they were not going to get any tax breaks. That's what I was told. Whether that is the case, we don't know at this point, but we were told they are not asking for any tax breaks, any incentives. And I don't know, based on what I have read in other cities, there's usually some type of financial support, for instance, from maybe the state, or in this case, some grants from the federal government. But it's indicated, at least in the places I've seen, that the property taxes or the incentives that many businesses do seek when they come here, whether they're tax cuts or some type of incentive that breaks it down and not so expensive for their construction and their expansion, is not going to be the case here, but that is yet to be seen.
And Don, you had mentioned that this project has been underway for at least a little while. It's clear just by the number of semis out here now and the work that's been done so far that this clearly has been in the works for a little while.
That's true. Following it with the Fargo Planning Commission, you can look at their agendas, and it goes back to June and July, where this process started, where they were going to have to annex the property. It's complicated, and if you look at those sheets, your eyeballs start spinning, because unless you're a realtor or a planner, you don't really know exactly what all that means, because they've got it broken down. The legal description, when this was finalized with the City of Fargo, the City Commission okayed it, the Planning Commission's report that said yes, this passes muster. It's all legalese, and I mean it's down to everything, asking various questions or making them sign off on various questions. We don't even know for a fact right now if Amazon will own the building or if it'll go to the contractor, the builder of this, because apparently from what I've read, the Ryan construction company does many times take the building, and it's leased to Amazon. So there's a lot of moving parts that we don't know about yet.
People are asking again where the location is, so can you explain one more time where we're at, Don?
Okay, we are in what is an industrial area in northwest Fargo. We're north of Hector International Airport. If you're traveling, it's an east-west road that you pull off from, come down this road to get to the project site. We're just a short distance from I-29. The overpass is there, and we're, if anybody else is familiar, FedEx is down the road to the east a short distance, and UPS also. You guys probably saw it coming in. There's a very large construction project underway as UPS is also putting in a big center there. And that's on the south side of the road. We're on the north side of what is known as CAS 20, or was known as that. Now, I have to get used to it. It's,
So do we.
It's 40th Avenue.
Yeah.
And so again, this is in the North Fargo industrial area is what it's formally called.
I don't think it's any big surprise. Two major interstate systems, an international airport as well. This seemed like it was already destined to be the home for Amazon if they were going to move to the Fargo area. Don, and again, can we rate, they're estimating 1,000 jobs to be created?
That's what I was told by several different sources, and whether that's to be seen, but I've also seen reports from other cities. The size of it in many places is around 1 million square feet. It must be almost a way they do business. Some I saw were 850,000 square feet and 1,000 jobs in those places. Some of their facilities, I know down in the Twin Cities area, I think there's one or two down there. One of them smaller, and it does some different things. This is going to be, as I'm told, a distribution center, as we said. So there's a lot of business going on back and forth here. And I don't know about you guys. I think we were talking earlier on air today on KFGO. How many times do you get FedEx and UPS and all the other stuff? And Amazon. I mean, Amazon boxes show up on our house on a regular basis. We still shop local. We try to do the best we can. But again, a lot of people, because of COVID and everything, the shopping things changed a little bit. So
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I also speculated on air earlier today that bouncing off of the fact that yesterday the FAA granted a very non-traditional license to Amazon to use drones to deliver packages 5 pounds and under. I mean, it really seems like North Dakota is a drone-friendly state, and this would be a perfect spot to test out that technology.
Yeah, could this be the spot where it's tested?
Well, that's a very interesting question. It would be interesting to see if that does happen. It would be pretty amazing. And I know they've talked about it a lot. I think some of the other major distributors, you know, whether it's FedEx or UPS and the U.S. Postal Service, and I think have talked about drone service. But Amy, I heard you talk the other day about concerns about, and you did too, about, well, how are they supposed to land? How are they going to drop stuff off?
Right.
You're not dropping picnic tables off or bicycles. It's going to be smaller things, but it's a very interesting time to live in.
And again, Don, they're thinking about a year from now the project might be completed.
That's what I was told, that it would be, at least at this point, a set time for August of 2021. And I was also told that once they begin construction, everything is expedited here. I mean, it took several months to get this thing finalized by the city of Fargo. Apparently there's still some loose ends there, but again, they're already working here. They got the permit from the city inspections office last Wednesday, I believe, and I wasn't here. I'd been here earlier and I saw the trucks out here and some people measuring and doing things like that about a week ago because we've been working on the storage for a couple of weeks. But it, when I came out here 2 days ago, and I guess it was last Thursday, it was the day after they got the permit, and they were already moving trucks in and out of here. So pretty amazing, and they want to get it done. So
Okay, stay tuned. KFGO.
thanks, guys.